what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. Before I forget, please don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and also hit that bell button for more videos. But this is my client's hair today. We are working with black color that has been previously in her hair. As you guys can tell, she's about, I would say maybe about 40% gray all around. As you guys can see, she's got a band going on, and you can see where that black color was that's been outgrown, but she's also got a band like right there below her crown area, and then she's got a lighter piece of a band. So we're going to be doing a subtle balayage on her today. So to start things off, just to let you guys know, I am using Schwartzkopf Blonde Me with a 20 volume developer. I don't want to go any higher than a 20 just because she's got previously black color in her hair. She did tell me that beforehand she had just been doing black for probably the last 2 years. So in order to keep it healthy, I don't want to go in and just try to lift her hair right away to get her blonde. That's not even her goal either. She just wants to be a subtle caramel color. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Schwarzkopf Blonde Me with a 20 volume developer. So for the placement, we are going to be doing a subtle balayage, but she does want a lot more brightness around her face frame. So starting off in the back, I'm taking more of slices, and I'm going to be back combing just to give myself a cushion, and also to not take it too high because she still wants a lot of her natural color up on top, just really blended in with the balayage. Now with this, all we're doing really is a partial on her hair because she still wants a lot of dimension. But what I like about doing this, especially on the bottom of the nape area, is because if they ever, usually whenever they wear their hair up, they like to see some brightness. So it's not just around her face frame up on the front, it's all around. So it looks like it's a full, but really in reality, it's not. So I'm still gonna be leaving some dimension. I'm taking a slice and I'm gonna take another slice, but in between those slices, I'm going to leave about, I would say about 15% of hair left out just for that dimension cut. One thing that you guys may notice as well is my sectioning is going to be a lot more thinner along with my slices and my weaves. And the reason for this is just because I feel like in the past I've had a hard time getting black out of the hair because one, I would do so much foil, and two, I would do a lot more thicker pieces, if that makes sense. And I just feel like every time you do a lot more thicker, you never get a fully good lift out of the hair. You're still gonna have either some orange or some red in there. So with her, because I know that her black was mostly outgrown, but it's still there at the bottom, I'm making sure that I saturate it 100% all evenly around. And not only that, but I will go back within probably about 30 minutes of me starting this back part and just making sure that everything's lifting fine. You always want to make sure that you're doing that, especially when you're bleaching the hair, just to make sure, one, it's not breaking or it's not getting super hot, the foil. So with this client, she is a new client, and usually when I have new clients, I always like to do a full-on consultation with them. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, sometimes a consultation with a new client can be 15 to 20 minutes just because I feel like I always like to know exactly what they've been doing to their hair. So for her, she had told me that she had gotten professionally colored by a professional. So she's been doing black pretty much for the past 2 years. I also like to ask them what kind of shampoo and conditioner they use at home, if it's professional, if it's just drugstore shampoo and conditioner, also whatever type of hair mask that they're putting into their hair, also as well as any hair products that they've been using. And the reason for this is because you just never know on how somebody's hair is going to lift. Now, I could have done a test strand on her, but I trusted my client today to tell me the truth. I knew she wasn't going to lie, and the outcome was, you know, perfect. It's exactly what she had been telling me. So always make sure to do a full-on consultation with your client. And if you do get nervous and you feel like you can't trust your client, always just make sure to do a test strand first. And if you do a test strand, maybe have your client come in, I would say close to maybe about 30 minutes earlier than their appointment. Make time in your schedule to be able to fit that in. In the consultation as well, we talked about what kind of balayage she wanted. If she wanted a lot of brightness around her face and somewhat a little bit dimension, or if she wanted kind of 50-50. And we talked about mostly probably like 50-50, just to give her a lot of brightness around her face frame because she had been dark for so long. She was missing that. And not only that, but I had to cover up some of those bands. So I kind of convinced her into doing more of a partial, to where I can get the bottom of the nape and the top and in the front at least, to make it look a little bit more better for her, to hide some of those bands. Because if you guys seen the, the before, it was kind of bad. She had light, dark, light, and then you can see that black still at the bottom of the hair. So that's why we decided to go in with this. And as you guys can see, I'm still taking thin slices. I'm just going up all the way up into the top of the head to that crown, and then I will eventually do the same thing to the sides of the head. So starting off here, I'm doing a subtle money piece on her. We don't want nothing too thick. So if you guys actually want to see the way that I do my money pieces, I actually have another video on that here on my channel. But as of right now, I'm just going to show you guys half of it. So I'm taking a weave, which is kind of like the first section of her hair. And then I'm going to do another weave. And then I'm going to go in and do a slice, which is just kind of give us some balance so it's not so thick, but yet it also looks very blended so she doesn't just have this thick stripe right up front. Okay, so for root melt, I went in with Goldwell Colorance of 4 and 8, and for the toner for mid shaft to ends, I went in with Redken Shades EQ 7N and 5G. Now, as you guys could see here in this video, she lifted pretty good. The top part still was a pale yellow, which is actually good because that's where most of her natural new growth was. And then towards the bottom, that black is still coming out, but that's probably like a level 6 with still orangey tones in it. And especially when I rinsed it, it was still orange. So this is the final outcome. I really like the way this came out. She still's got dimension, but those lighter pieces just, you know, give her a new look, a new style, and she was super happy with it. I'm so happy that she loved it because she really did look super beautiful. Now this is from the front. As you guys could see, she's a lot more brighter around her face frame. And yeah, I'm just so happy with this. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and let me know what you guys want to see next time in the comments down below. Love you guys, and I will see you next time.